today I am giving you guys my very first recipe of the channel, Cloudy with a Chance of Sprinkles. I'm super excited. Created a recipe for s'mores cookies. I got a s'mores cookie somewhere and I'm super excited, and the marshmallow to cookie ratio is just off. So I decided to take matters into my own hands. So I've created a recipe and I'm gonna share it with you guys today. This will be the first of many. I am so excited. For our s'mores cookie, we're gonna be making a graham cracker cookie and then topping it off with some marshmallow fluff. And of course there'll be chocolate chips in the graham cracker cookie, and we'll drizzle chocolate on the top. And it's the perfect, I think s'mores is an awesome summertime treat, but if you live in Arizona like I do and it's really hot, s'mores is more like fall time and even winter time, because that's when you want to be outside by a fire, not in our 95-degree summer nights. So to start off, you guys are going to need flour, sugar, both brown and regular sugar, and then butter, vanilla, cornstarch, graham crackers, marshmallow fluff, salt, baking soda, and chocolate chips and an egg. So I will give you, and recipe is down below, I'll give you guys all the measurements. We're gonna start out by creaming together our sugar and our butter. So starting out, I have a heaping 4th cup of granulated sugar. And then I have 1 cup packed of brown sugar. That looked like it was really hard, but it's not, I swear. I do like the little thing where you keep your brown sugar really soft. And then it is 3/4 of a cup of softened butter. You always want your butter to be softened when you're beating it together with your sugars. Now you can do this with a hand mixer, or you can do this with a stand mixer. Don't drop your package into the bowl like I did. Wow. All right, so I'm gonna get my paddle attachment, and then I will beat this together until it starts getting light and fluffy, and then I'll add in the egg and the vanilla and then our dry ingredients. So as you can see, this is what we mean by light and fluffy, right? So like this color on the inside is kind of how it started, and now it's a lot lighter. There's a lot more air beaten into it. So that's what we want, and then we can add egg and vanilla. All right, so I'm gonna scrape down the paddle, and then I'll add the egg and the vanilla and beat it for a little bit more before we add our dry ingredient. All right, so we have 1 egg. And 1 tablespoon, well, 1/2 to 1 tablespoon of vanilla. Honestly, you can never have too much vanilla. It's like you can't have too much garlic in meals. So I've got a tablespoon, and I'm gonna almost fill it all the way up. And then we'll beat that a little bit. And now that those are all incorporated, I'm gonna throw in the dry ingredients. So this right here is 1 3/4 cups of flour. And then we need a tablespoon of cornstarch. Now, super interesting fact, the cornstarch is actually like what keeps your cookie soft. So those like big, like thicker, soft cookies, cornstarch is one of your key ingredients. It'll keep it soft and it's super duper nice. And then just a pinch of salt, about 1/4 of a teaspoon, and then a teaspoon of baking powder. And you guys, with your dry ingredients, mix them together first, like sift them or whisk them all together first. And then incorporate that in there so that everything is all mixed up. My graham crackers, I need 1/2 cup of crushed graham crackers. So look at these, they're already in a baggie. They're ready to be crushed. Okay, take them out of this. I hope this is enough for 1/2 cup. We're gonna see. All right, I need a rolling pin to smash. Now you ideally wanna save some of your graham cracker because we want it to garnish the top. because we make tasty and pretty cookies at Cloudy with a Chance of Sprinkles. This is also more effective in a blender or a food processor, but I don't want more dishes, so we're doing this. Oh. Alright, that looks pretty good. Moment of truth. Is this a half a cup? It's looking promising, looking promising. Oh, heck yeah. A little bit more, and I still have some left over. Yes! Perfect. Look at that. So that was about 3 or 4 graham crackers. Maybe I'll be able to tell when I go back and look at the video. Alright, so I'm going to put that in here, and then I'm just going to incorporate this together. A bigger container would have been better for this, but that's okay. Alright, so I'm going to turn this on low, and then I'm going to slowly incorporate my dry ingredient. With cookie doughs, well, really anything, you don't want to overmix. And I used to, when I first started, I was like, what do you mean not overmix, but don't undermix? Mix it so it's just incorporated all the ingredients. So I'm going to do 1 scrape down, because I've got like some bits and pieces of flour that I just took off the top. And then there's a little bit at the bottom that I could scrape up to incorporate better into all the dough. And then we'll fold in our chocolate chips. Quick little mix. And done. I'll go ahead and remove this guy because I'm gonna mix in the chocolate by hand. And then we have s'mores dough, or s'mores cookie dough. It's a graham cracker cookie. Of course, taste your dough. What kind of baker? It's delicious. All right. Measure chocolate chips with your heart. I'm using milk chocolate chips because I think that a s'more is best with milk chocolate. Alrighty. And then you can either chill your dough or you can roll it out right away. And then we are baking at 350 degrees for 12 minutes. I, of course, forgot to preheat my oven. So I'm going to do that right now while this chills. And then we can put it on a baking sheet and let it bake up. I'm going to scoop. Boop. Love this thing. Boop. Also, pro cookie hack, if you want it to come out all cutesy and stuff with all the chocolate chips on top, oh so perfect, you gotta put them in yourself before you bake. Now, I'm not gonna do this to all this and just show you guys for a nice little tip because we're gonna end up covering this anyway in marshmallow fluff, so you know. But this is what you wanna do to your dough before it bakes, and then you get that perfect looking cookie with all the chocolate chips on the top. So I'm going to set up another one, and then hopefully my oven will be done preheating by then. We can put it in the oven.
Once your cookies are all baked and cooled, it is time to top them with the marshmallow fluff. So I fit a piping bag with a little round piping tip inside of a cup just to fill it up with the marshmallow fluff, and then we just pipe it on. You could probably like frost it on with a knife here. I am using the Jet Puff marshmallow fluff that you can buy at the grocery store. In hindsight, because I've done it before making my own marshmallow fluff, that worked a lot nicer. This one doesn't hold its shape very well. As you can see, it kind of starts getting a little soupy, but as long as you're fast to start torching it, it doesn't it doesn't get too bad. It doesn't fall over the edges too terribly much, but making my own, I noticed definitely has a difference. Also, if you take the store-bought marshmallow fluff and whip it up, then that would help as well. Once you're done torching it with your little kitchen torch, then you can drizzle it with chocolate and then top it off with graham cracker. If you do not have a little mini torch to torch your marshmallow, it'll probably taste just fine without it being toasted. However, they're like super cheap on Amazon and honestly one of the best purchases for my kitchen ever. I use it more than I thought I would, considering I'd never used a kitchen torch before I got into baking. But definitely 10 out of 10 recommend. I'll put a link for that for the Amazon one that I bought. And then you have these delicious, amazing s'mores cookies that are good any time of year. They are good on the countertop for up to 2 weeks in an airtight container. And thanks for watching Cloudy with a Chance of Sprinkles.